Now in this video we will see how we can perform composition. What is composition actually? Composition is the process of using an object of a class inside another class. So let us create another class just above the person class and name is as date, and I am creating its simply public members like years and months and day. Year, we can also create these members as private members and create their getter and setter functions, but for now, for simplicity, I have created these members as public members, and now we will use this object of this class in the person class. How? Let us see. Let us write the name of the class and the parameter of member of the class. So what we have done in this line, we are using composition feature. It means we are using an object as a member of this class, but this object is actually object of another class. It is behaving as a member of this class here, but this is basically an object of another class. So this is known as composition, using an object as a member in a class which is actually an object of another class. Okay, so how we will use it? Simply, first of all, let us write in getters and setters functions for this new member. Date get dob, and it will simply return the dob member. Similarly, we will write the setter function here by accepting three parameters: year, month and day, and we will assign these values to this object dob. Here you can see here, when we write the name of the object, we can access its members defined in its class like these, and we will simply assign the values received as the parameters month and dob.day is equal to t. So we have written the getter and setter functions of this class. Now move on to the student class, because it will get all the public functions of the person class, including the two new functions get dob and set dob in the student class, and we will use it in its here in print function. So let us write but before that we have to modify our constructors a bit. There is a new member for in the person class, and we will add this member to the constructor, so we can initialize this easily. Simply set, we will call set dob function, and we will pass the parameters, and it will initialize our date of birth object. And similarly, we will also modify our student constructor by accepting three more parameters, and again we'll simply call a set dob function of its parent class, and then when we will want to print this, we will simply get a dob object from its parent class. It will return the date of birth object, and we will use this object in printing our date of birth. date of birth, date of year, and then date of month, dash, and then date of day. So in this way we can write the date of birth. And now we didn't have perform any changes, but we have to pass the date of birth now because the constructor has been modified. For example, we have passed this year of birth, and then 5 is the month and 23 is the date. Save all, build and run. Okay, there are some issues. Let us see these issues. Okay, uh, issues are not so much severe. We will simply remove this semicolon from here, and then let us try to run the project again. Okay, now you can see that we have printed the ID, name, and date of birth of the object. So in this way we can create a member of the class which is actually an object of another class. So this is known as composition.